Hey everyone, it's Friday. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. We're going to do a quick Sister Wives update because why not? It's Friday and we need to have some fun. Okay, first off, we know that there has been some tight money over at the Browns house. I mean, houses. Like how many literal houses do they have? They have like 1,000,000 houses, you guys. Anyways, we know that Christine Brown was on her Facebook group and she was all like, I need money because my daughter needs a procedure and I need like $50,000 for the down payment. And she was telling her group about how she needed to sell all these clothes because that's what she was going to use the money for. And then, we've got this stuff that came out in Las Vegas related to their Christine and his son Peyton, who got into a fender bender, and they owe like $30,000 for that to the two people that were involved in it. And suddenly you have all of them scrambling for money. And it all coincides with the fact that Cody was like barging into Meri's Facebook Live where she was selling her clothes for LLR. And he was like, y'all gotta sign this. You gotta sign this real quick. I'm so stressed out. I can't drink. I can't eat. I can't sleep. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And then they start talking about how there's different products you can use and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, so now it seems that Meri and Janelle are joining We Gotta Make Some Cash and We Gotta Make It Fast, because Meri was on her Facebook group for LLR and she was legitimately selling her used clothing for money. And she was selling it in her Facebook Live group with this shirt may have been seen on Sister Wives. This shirt may or may not have been used here as a means to inflate the prices. And so she started at the price, say $15, $20, and then the shirt would go up to $40 because, it was sold because, it appeared on a TV show, so I'm going to pay for that. Now, it's clear she has a lot of LLR clothing, so it was probably very gently used and very well taken care of. She might have only worn it one time, and that's totally fine. Like, nobody is really criticizing the fact that she's selling her clothing. It's just sort of odd that with the timing here, right? So she's in there hawking and she's doing all these live sales, and you've got Christine doing all kinds of live sales with hers, telling her fans like, we gotta push more, we gotta get more, we gotta do more. There's a procedure coming up. There's this, she doesn't tell them about the fender bender, but they owe all this money to these two women in Las Vegas. And you're sitting here going, okay, well, what could possibly come next? Well, Janelle entered the scene. So Janelle goes and starts a Cameo account, which a lot of influencers do, by the way. I actually have a Cameo, literally never done one, but whatever. I started the app just for fun to see if it would be something I'd want to do and never really promoted it. I think I promoted it once. Anyways, but a lot of these people have these Cameos. And she said that she's going to start doing it. And so what she's doing is she's doing Cameos now for $30 for a message for basically any purpose. Here, listen to what she said.
Hey everyone, it's Janelle Brown from TLC Sister Wives. I am here to help you give your friends and family that real special something for their special occasion, birthday, just because, whatever it is that you want to help them celebrate. Let me help you make it really fun. I'm glad to give them shout outs and special messages. Let's get started.
So, super cute video. She's going to be, giving messages and shout outs to friends and family for special occasions and for fun. And she's charging $30, which isn't super bad. I mean, she's on a reality show and she has a decent following, so I think that's a fair price. She also has a bunch of reviews. So she's got, looks like a 5-star rating, which says perfection, so warm and personable. Thank you so much, Janelle. Another person wrote, thank you so much for the shout out, Janelle. You made my year. Much love to you always. Another person said, he loved it. Thank you. So cool. Another, thanks, Janelle. Jessica was so surprised and so touched. Another, Janelle, girl, you're such a treasure. Thank you. Also, glad to see you raise the price. I think you're worth much more. Another wrote, my mom is ecstatic and loves Janelle. This greeting meant so much. Thank you. So that's 10 reviews. I think she started yesterday and she started low. Now with Cameo, they do suggest that you start with a pretty low price. And then as people start booking, you can raise to determine what your overall value is. They suggest you set a low price and then you can build up from there. And they can kind of, you can start at $10 to $15, even $5. They do take a certain percentage. I think it's 25 or 30% for every cameo that you do, and then you keep the rest. So here's the thing. She is now booking cameos, which if you know anything about cameos, like you can make some serious bank. Like Mama June, I think at one point was making like $10,000, $15,000 in cameo alone. I know other people from like 90 Day Fiance have talked about making $20,000, $30,000 a month on Cameo. If you have a decent fan base that wants a shout out and you're not actively engaged on social media or really interacting with people, I think it's a really awesome method. And hey, make that coin, right? It's just the timing is so weird because Janelle is not normally this person that interacts very actively. She doesn't typically do Facebook Lives. She has never really been face forward with fans. It's always been Meri and Christine. And I also find it odd that Meri and Christine haven't started their own cameos because those two are always face forward with their audiences in their Facebook groups. Is it because they're so vocal and so public that their fans have such immediate attachment? They can go into their groups and get lives with her all the time. And then Janelle doesn't have any, so she's actually worth the money. I think this would be a way for this family to make money since it's clear they're in need of money. Now, the show is filming its next season, and it will be set to air for, I think, one more season at least. There's been a lot of speculation that the show is not going to be on the air much longer. I have no idea. They were talking about canceling it like in 2017 or 2016. And now here we are in 2020. They're filming for the 2021 season. Who knows if this will be the last season. I feel like as long as the Browns bring drama, which, whoa, are they bringing drama constantly? You got Meri on Instagram pretending like she's not married to Cody. P.S. They already weren't married. And now you've got Janelle, or you've got Christine, dropping all these hints about procedures that are going to be done. And you've got Meri selling used clothing. I think the used clothing part to me is sort of the weirdest thing here because it kind of speaks to like maybe they're trying to increase prices. And trust me, the clothes that she sells in her groups are not cheap to begin with. Like LLR clothing is already marked up pretty high because of it being a multi-level marketing company and because she gets a commission on it and then people above her get commissions on it. And because so much commission is built into the cost of this, it makes pricing on the clothes like so much higher than they naturally would be. So she's already selling marked up goods and then she's selling them secondhand marked up because it's hers and she wore it once or maybe twice and it might have been on Sister Wives. Now, I don't know if she sells that with a letter of authenticity so you actually can confirm that happened, but I think some fans would pay for anything knowing that it would come from her. It's wild to me that they haven't utilized more of these platforms. If you think about it, they don't do sponsored posts ever. And I don't know if it's because brands don't offer them sponsored posts because Meri is now promoting another multi-level marketing company. So I wonder sometimes, like with all of the stuff and all of the money that they owe and all of the family debt that they have, like why haven't they utilized more sponsored products? They have large audiences on Instagram and on Facebook. Why not use it? They don't promote anything. They don't promote even like water bottles. They don't promote the teas or any of the mixes. Like they could easily get sponsored posts, but I don't know if companies won't work with them because of the way that their family is set up. I don't know if advertisers don't want anything to do with it because of who their family is. I'm not sure about that aspect. I've just noticed that they more than know, like they're one of the only influencers that I've ever seen that doesn't have any paid content on their Instagrams. And it seems like a huge income loss. Now, if any of you guys know why, if they have said why, if it's related to the fact that they're involved in polygamy and advertisers don't want to be involved in that, but that sort of makes that seems weird because TLC will pay for it. But again, TLC will put the Duggars on TV and you know how the Duggars are. So I don't know necessarily I don't know. Even the Duggar girls can get sponsored content though. Like they're always pushing, like Jana was on a scale the other day doing her scale thing. And then there was another girl like doing a hairbrush. I think it was Ginger doing a brush. And Ginger has done makeup. And Ginger has pretty conservative beliefs. And her only difference is that she's not Jeremy's fourth wife or third wife. You know what I mean? So maybe you guys, if you really need to pay some cash, stop getting involved in the MLMs and maybe get some sponsored content for your Instagrams, right? There's probably a lot of moms that watch you that would like buy whatever it is that you're selling. And even if I don't necessarily agree with your lifestyle, there's people that like you, and I'm sure that you're nice, lovely human beings, right? I don't know. So is this another indication that this family is broke? Remember, they also have a $150,000 equity line of credit that they recently took out after just purchasing a house in August, and last August, so less than a year ago. And Cody is always like, oh my God, we're so broke, because he literally makes the worst financial decisions ever. And then he was on Instagram like a couple days ago talking about thinking about my next right move, which had a lot of people thinking, oh, they're going to move again, right? Because that's what they do. P.S. Nothing's happening on Coyote Pass. There's been no movement, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there, if anything. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Would you buy Meri's used pants or used shirts? Would you buy a $30 cameo from Janelle? I'm almost tempted to do it just to see what she'll say to me. Should I do it, you guys? And then would you buy extra LLR from Christine if you knew it was going to help her daughter, although it could be paying some people in Las Vegas because we're really not sure? Or is this all part of their scam? And why don't they have sponsored content? Let me know in the comments below. Bye, guys.